Hello everyone and welcome to P2 Plays, a place where we play card games, video games, and miniature games. Well, a new Magic set is out and one that really excites me. Magic the Gathering Double Masters 2022. I have a draft booster here, thanks to, of course, a Valkyrie Bolt and, of course, the promo card given to it, Bring to Light. A very interesting 3 green-blue sorcery card with Converge. But what I like about this set right here is the amount of Commander staples that are reprinted in here. Mana Vault, Mana Split, I believe Imperial Seal got reprinted. Yeah, the Mythics and the Rares are very, very good out of this set. So let's crack it open here for you all. Again, I don't really do a lot of Magic the Gathering stuff. Again, I'm more Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh based, but I do enjoy playing Commander. Now, I don't play competitively or anything like that. I just like kind of playing with friends. And then, of course, P2 Collectibles and Consignment does have Commander Nights on Monday. So that's a good thing to go for. And not mentioning that those Commander Nights, you can proxy cards. So if you don't have the very expensive land cards or very expensive cards. Not mentioning I actually have a friend I know from another shop in Anderson who does proxy cards, actually makes proxy versions of the cards. So let's crack this open. So we got a very interesting looking top piece here. That's very interesting. So let's take a look at that back as well. We got Double Masters draft archetypes. Of course, this is a draft box. Secret Lair, talking about Secret Lair. I know for a fact we are going to get a Warhammer 40k set. I don't know if it's a Secret Lair or what. Yeah, it tells you some draft archetypes here. I'll show this again. Some neat little draft archetypes, trying to sell you secret lairs as well, but gives you some nice little draft archetypes. Again, this is about Commander, so if you've never seen Commander, you have to have a legendary creature as your commander, and then whatever colors it is, that's the mana you can only use. So basically, if your commander's only white, like I have Avacyn, who is an angel, I have Angel Trifle, she's only white, I can only include white cards in the entirety of the deck. It's 100 cards, or 99 main card deck, with your 100th card being your commander. So, let's get this open here. I'm going to pull this to the side. We, of course, have, well, these are some big packs here. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there are 8 packs here times 3. 34 packs altogether. There is also a collector's edition as well, and I think even a bigger box, but I normally go for drafts. I may go for the collectors as well, because the borderless of some of the high-value mythic rares look really cool. All right, let's check it out here. It's been actually a while since I actually opened Commander, Magic the Gathering product. I think the last Magic Gathering product I opened was for Halloween. All right, so we got ourselves a zombie. We got ourselves a Crypt Spire. Of course, this is very interesting how these packs are set up. So we'll have to. So it looks like the high rarity stuff is at the top. Actually, I'm really cool about the one here. So, anyways, we got a really cool full arted card here. I really like that. We got Crypt Spire. It's a land. As you create your deck, circle any of 2 colors below, Crypt Spires into the battlefield tapped, add 1 mana of the... So that's very interesting, and the fact is, this is basically a card when you construct your commander deck that basically, I'm looking for specific colors for my commander, I can use this. That's actually really cool. Teferi's Protection Borderless. Now, this is really cool. Teferi's Protection is really cool. Until your next turn, your life total can't change, and you gain protection from everything. All permanents you control phase out. So basically, while they're phased out, they're treated as though they don't exist. The phase in before you untap during your untap step. What did that say? Apologies. They phase in before you untap during your untap step, and then you exile this card. This card is really good. I'm really happy to actually get this as a borderless. My yellow angel, I think I have white angels already has this card in it, but let me tell you, really good card. So that is a rare. Another, we got a shiny foil here. This is a Live a Sky Knight. I won't read everything, just some of the things. We got our first mythic, and it's 𝐒𝐍, the Guru of Spores. So he's a legendary creature. So this is one of the creatures you can build your commander around. So he is white, black, and green. So 𝐒𝐍, the Guru of Spores, enters the battlefield with a 5/5/5/1/1 counters on him, making himself a 5/5. For 1 mana of any source, you can remove a +1/+1 counter from this creature to create a 1 green Sporling creature token, and then you can, for 1 mana, you sacrifice a creature, put a 1/1 counter on target creature. So really cool. Really neat idea for maybe a really mixed style of commander deck, especially like spores and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, you need one of these. This doesn't go in your main deck. He goes in your command zone. So he's basically safe. And then if he gets destroyed or exiled or anything, he can go for the command zone, but he costs 2 more. So for instance, if he gets destroyed, right now he costs 5. So that's 2 of any color, then a white, black, and a green. He'll now cost 4 of any color, then a white, green, and black. So he goes, he increases generic. We got Wilt Leaf here, another rare. So I'm going to put the mythic up here. We got just for, I think, our uncommons, Scale Blessing. We got Boros Garrison. We got a neat little card here. It's a really cool art card here. Creature. It's a Mud Drifter. Okay, that's pretty cool for it. When a Mud Drifter enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Evoke. When you may cast a spell for its evoke cost, if you do, it's sacrifice when it enters the battle. It's sacrifice when it enters the battlefield. Really cool. There. And then our normal cards, we got a... Let me zoom this in a little bit more. Really get you that good looking card. We got a Glowspore Shaman. We got a Vampire Sovereign, Monetary Blink, Eel Umbra. I'll try to keep these as much as I can in the frame so you can get a good look at them. We got Monastery Swift Spear. So basically stuff you've probably seen before in a lot of older sets. These are all just Gnarlback Rhino. We got Krurin Striker. And we got Burning Tree Emissary. So a lot of the commons and uncommons you may have seen before, but the aspect is that what you're kind of looking for is kind of the rares and the mythics. That's literally the good stuff out of the set. And let me tell you, TCG has got some pretty high prices for some of the cards out of this set. All right, let's get to another pack here. I'll try to do it upside down because apparently, I guess, the way it releases, the token is first and then all the good stuff. Alright, we got ourselves a Deadly Recluse. I actually have a Spider Tribal deck. This is really fun. Paige does not like Spider Tribal. I actually have Venoms in there too. Lava Coil. And I think this also was just a common, so it just got reprinted again. Man, can't wait to sell that 10-cent penny card. 𝐒𝐓𝐃𝐄, I don't know, cat thing, targeting, battling and thing. Forbidden Alchemy, I've seen that one before. Relief Captain. These are all the uncommons. I'm going by the back so that we get the uncommons first. Carrier Thrall. Then we have Ground Assault. We have Bloodflow Connoisseur. Gotta connoisseur that blood. We got Azorius Cannery. This is actually a very good land. If you don't know what these lands are, they come in tapped, but then return a land. What you could do is tap the land and then bring this in, bring back the land that got tapped. You have that mana floating. This is really nice, especially if you're looking for both light and white and blue. We're going to start our uncommons. League Guild Mage. Oh, that's an uncommon right there. League Guild Mage. We got Nephelia Smuggler. Now we're getting into our rares, and this is a really good rare here. Yahenni Undead Partisan. He's got haste, so he can attack every. Normally, monsters have summoning sickness. Haste just means he gets attacked the turn he comes in. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, put a +1/+1 counter on him, and then sacrifice another creature. He gains indestructible to the end of the turn. Really good. I have a black commander deck that does a lot of things. Then we got Surgical Extraction. That's really creepy looking. But anyways, you can pay 2 life for this instead of 1 black mana. Choose a target card in a graveyard other than a basic land. Search its owner's graveyard, hand, and library for any number of cards with the same name as that card and exile them. That player shuffles. So basically, it's more or less if you know you're playing someone who is playing commander deck that plays a lot of the same card. Because a lot of decks can state you can include so much of this card in it. Our foil is our good friend, Mr. the Rhino. We're going to actually get another foil here. We're going to get Settle Beyond Reality. And we're going to get... Oh, by the way, the zombie token was a knight. So the knight becomes a zombo. It's pretty cool. And then we got a cat dragon that turns into a soldier. It's a little weird, but... Okay, so nothing major there. A couple of foils. Some neat... couple of neat rares, and like I said. So anyways, once we go through like all the commons and uncommons, because I don't know how many are like in the set, we'll stop reading them. And I'm not gonna read every rare for you all. I think that'd be a little long. All right, let's start it up. We got a Rift Bolt. We got Experiment 1. It's a human ooze. We got this dragon-looking creature. It's a lizard-looking creature. I'm not even going to try to ignore. I think it's hissing ignore. Magic always. Coiling Oracle. We got a Jisaki Elder. Never really understood half the names. Sensor Splicer. Really cool-looking card. Ooh, we got another borderless card. I do like these borderless arts cards. These are really cool. I wish it was on something that wasn't a common. On Earth, return target creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield, and you can cycle 2, so you can pay 2 to discard the card to draw it. Really neat. We got ourselves Kamisai's Transmutation. Turn things into frogs. And then we're going to get into our uncommons. Miss Meadow Witch. We got Cold Steel Heart. That looks like a pretty cool art. Goblin Baronet. Baronet. I think he's carrying that banner. And here we go for our rares. We got a Magistrator Sphinx. It's an artifact creature, not a legendary creature. But flying, whenever the Sphinx enters the battlefield, target player loses... Target player's life becomes 10. Again, it's quite expensive since it's 4, then white, blue, black. We got Abzan's Ascendancy. When the card enters the battlefield, put a +1 counter on each creature you control. Really nice. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 white spirit creature with flying. Really cool. Really cool. And then enchantments stay in the battlefield until they get destroyed, so they're always permanently there. We got a Doomed Traveler for a holo. We got a Traveler's Amulet as a holo. So anyways, for 1, sacrifice the amulet, search your library for basic land card reveal and put it into your hand. That's really cool. Again, another land, and we got a boar that turns into some treasure. Treasuring boar. I wonder, this must mean that this Cryptic Spires must be on every pack. Again, why do the holos have to be in, why can't it be like Teferi, where protection, where it's holo and borderless? I mean, that's what I'm... Like I said, I'm looking for some of the mythics here because, again, the mythics are really good and a lot of the rares are really good. All right, we got ourselves this Furion's Emissary. I think it's an aristocrat, cartel aristocrat. A elvish rejuvenator. A deranged assistant. I think that's what that says. God, I hate reading magic cards. We have Seeker of the Ways. This man is seeking of the way. Does he know the way? Liliana's Elite. We got a Traveler's Amulet. Hey, look, we got the hollow rare and the normal common. Chronicler of Heroes. We got Grohl's Turf. This is another one of the lands. I don't know if there's shock lands at all in this set. I really hope there would be. This is one of the lands where you tap, where it comes in tapped, and then basically you have to return a land already on your battlefield back to your hand to do so, and then you add, you get dual color. Misfire Adept is another uncommon. Conclave Mentor. We should be now getting into our rares. And, ooh, we got ourselves another Mythic. I wonder how many Mythics are in this set. But anyways, we got Concordant Crossroads. All creatures have haste. Wow! I think this gives you... I think it gives you your opponent as well, but everything is now punching each other. That's actually really cool. We got ourselves a borderless rare, Oracle of the Muldaya. You may play an additional land each of your turns. Green's all about like spamming your lands, so it's really good to see this. And then play with the top card of your library reveal. That's really cool. And you may play lands from the top of your library. Ooh, wow, that's actually really good. Severed Strands is our one of our hollows, and we have the Miss Meadow Witch as another hollow, and again our Crypt land, and we got a Cat Dragon, and it's a Spirit. But I do actually like this. This is actually a really good green card. This may go into my Spider Tribal just because of the fact is I can play an extra land and do a bunch of stuff. I wish it was hollow, and this is actually really good. For one green, making everything into haste, that's actually really good. Now, I don't think it's like going to be your expensive card out of the set. Mind you, but still. And like I said, the expensive cards right now are the mythic, like the searched, the desired mythic cards, the Mana Spirit, the Mana Vault, all the stuff that's really, really needed for Commander. We got Arachnus Web, a Lava Coil, Annoyed something, another dinosaur creature. We got Scour. Target player mills 2 cards and you draw a card. Man, can't wait to use that. Ooh, a new Angel, Anointer of the Valor. That's really cool. Flying whenever a creature attacks. You may pay 3, and if you do, put a +1/+1 counter on each of that creature. That's pretty neat. Seeker's Squire. We got a Brindle Shout, a boar-looking creature. It is a boar. Wingstead Rider. Our first uncommon is a Path to Exile. We got a Sprouting Thinerax. And then we got a Summer Bloom as our last uncommon. And then our first rare is a Hostage Taker. It's a pirate. Arg! We got another mythic here. Bitter Blossom for only 1 colorless, 1 black. It's a tribal enchantment. Fairy. At the beginning of your upkeep, you lose 1 life and create a 1/1 black fairy rogue creature token with flying. Pretty neat. Now our hollows, Ground Assaults, and we got Krasala Pride Mage. And of course, like I said, you get the Crypt, and we're not going to look at that 1,000 times. But here's a Water Drake, and here's an Angel. I do kind of actually need more Angel tokens, that is for sure. But alrighty, three mythics out of the first side of the box. Is that fortune to come that half the box was good? Like the first chunk of the box was good, and then the rest is it's okay. I would love to end on like an Imperial Seal or like some of the really, really good mythics. We got a Rampant Growth. That's actually, oh man, I actually like the art for Rampant Growth here. I definitely will be using that art. We got this hissing man. We got a Burning Tree Emissary. Got the Emissary. We got ourselves Aven Initiate. Knightly Valor. We got Supernatural Stamina. Last Breath. I do like the Magic art. I'm not going to lie. Magic has always had some very interesting art. Bloodwater Entity. Now we're getting into Is It Boil Works? Again, another one that you bring back one of your own land to play it. Abzan Charm. Pretty neat. Civic Saber. So now, if you know, Commander also states that you can only include one of each named card. Lands, you can include many as you want in the deck. But which is nice about Commander is the fact that you only need one of those cards. But again, some of those cards are quite expensive. We got Bedlam Revealer here. Pretty interesting card. Our next rare is Abbot of Keep. Very interesting. We have a holo here. Advanced Stitchwing. Ooh, borderless Mentor of the Meek. Whenever another creature with power 2 or less enters the battlefield under your control, you may pay 1. If you do, draw a card. But I do like that borderless, and it's also shiny borderless. Shiny borderless is good. A Sporling and the Vampire. But yeah, shiny borderless stuff is really nice. I'm actually going to pull this shiny and put it in the mythics into its uncommon spots. All right. Only one more pack after this, and we have completed the first section of the box. We got this Human Knight. We got Thrive. We got Titan's Strength. We have Ingenious Scab. Makeshift Mauler. Militia Boogler, I think is how you say it. Severed Strands, we've already seen that one. We got a Dreg Mangler. Then we have a borderless uncommon here. Wish it was shiny. We have Orvav Obeliska. Enters the battlefield tap when Orhav Beliska enters the battlefield, return a land you control. Okay, so this adds white. Well, I think we may have seen that one. Okay, but it's basically a borderless full art like style card for one of those lands. Domestication? I don't know. Crackling Doom. We have our first rare is a Hydroid Craius? I don't know. We have a Bloodforged Battle Axe. And now we're into our Lilia's Elite for one. And then, of course, I already own this spider, but now I have it in shiny. An Arachnus Spinner, a local land card, and we have a boar and became some treasure. Okay. Yes, now it's shiny. Like I said, if I see an interesting rare or something, maybe I'll take a second to read it. But if it's really just not worth my time, and I don't want to bore you with this video, then we probably won't read it. All right, next. Final pack of the first row. The first 8. A borderless... oh, that's really cool. Qasali Pride Mage. We got Might of Old Krasoa. We got Hero of the Games. It should have been Hero of the Gamers. Vampire Sovereign. Capture Spear. Blue's really good with enchantments and kind of like stun locking and stopping spells. Doomed Traveler. Skeleton Archer. Look at that scaly man. We got Martial Glory. Then we have our first uncommon being Sidraxius Spectre. Sidraxius Spectre. Graveblade Marauder. Then we have a Tower Gargoyle. Our first rare is a Atla Polenia Nest Tender, a shaman. I think she probably deals with probably the dinos. We have Privileged Position. That's a pretty cool one. It's an enchantment. Other permanents you control have hexproof. For green or white, that's pretty neat. We got our first being this Annoyed Person and an Assassin's Trophy, but I think I already have like one that's already foiled out, but oh well. Spore and Vampire. And again, like I said, we have the Crypt Spire, but well, you know what the Crypt Spire is. We've seen it enough. All right. So out of that side, we got 3 whole mythics. Okay. I don't know like what the mythic count. I forget like what the mythic count even in a box of Magic the Gathering is. I don't know. Can't remember. All right, here we go. We got ourselves this Deep Analyze. We got a Web Weaver Changeling. We got a Fiery Fall, or whatever. Strands of Undeath. Mana Leak. Battlefield Promotion. Is It Charm? We got Settle Beyond Reality. We got Arachnus Spinner. We got Bounty of the Luxa. Our last uncommon is Dream Shaper Shaman. Now we go on to our rares. We got Skull Barrier, the Walking Grave. We got Glen Eldra Liege, and it's a fairy. And that is our then our 2 foils, Lava Coil, and hey, full art Thought Scour, and then of course our Crypt Spire, and we got a bear with Ellzari Skyon. Basically, Ellzari are like the eldritch horror creatures of the Magic universe. I think there's actually reprinted one here that's pretty good. All right, next pack. Still looking for the really good stuff. Can we get ourselves an Imperial Seal or one of the really, really, really good cards? Here we go. We got Aristocrat. We got Grapple with the Past. Dark Dweller Oracle. Eye Blight Ending. We got an Aether Snipe. God's Willing. Spark Mage Gambit. A Ground Assault. We got another Simic Growth Chamber. Again, these are really good. We got Biogenetic Upgrade. Our last uncommon is Devoted Druid. Our first of the rare is Riskar, Pima Renegade. At just a mono color. And we got ourselves another mythic. We got Alanda the Dusk Rose. He's a legendary creature, Vampire Knight. Lifelink, whenever another creature dies, put a +1/+1 counter on her. When she dies, create X +1/+1 vampire creature tokens with lifelink, where X is Elandia's power. Really neat. Our foils. the Elvish Rejuvenator, and then Call to Feast. And then, of course, the Spire, like I said, and then our token, which is an egg, and a soldier. Alright, so we did get another Mythic. I mean, I'm not complaining about my Mythics right now. I do actually kind of like a few of them. Especially the one that gives everything haste. That's actually really cool. The Black Fairy one's pretty interesting as well. I think it'd work more better if you're playing it in a fairy deck. Without a doubt. Or a way to get life back. So Titan's Strength. This Scab. A Spider. A Monastery Swift Spear. Really neat there. Borderless. A Carrier Thrall. A Stitch Wing. A Momentary Blink. Spore Growth Shaman. Growing up the spores. We got our first uncommon being Washout. Return all permanents of the color your choice to their own hand. So basically they're playing monocolor. Nice. We got ourselves a Blood Artist. Whenever Blood Artist or another creature dies, target player loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. Really good. Really good. And we got Jeskai Charm. That's our last uncommon. Our first rare is Jeskai Ascendancy. Really neat. And our next rare is Creekwood Liege. Then we have our Angel here in foil. And we got the Charm in foil. And we got a Zombie. And it turns into a Knight. So again, with the multi-sided tokens, it's really nice because then you can just swap out. If you want the Zombie token, you can just go with the Zombie token. Or you can swap it out if need be to, the other token or anything like that. It just means you don't have to get a bunch of tokens if you have double-sided tokens. But anyways, let's move on. Living Lightning. Tinif District Legionnaire. We got a Tuskguard Captain. A Ball. The Spy Man. I'm not going to even try to pronounce it. An Eel. This dude. A Chronicler. We got ourselves Bloodflow Connoisseur. We got ourselves another land. Salinus Sanctuary. The Sanctuary. We got Bant Charm. We got Surreal Mumor. We got ourselves Teriel, the Reckoner of Souls. And our second rare is Panharmonica. If an artifact or creature enters the battlefield, causes a trigger ability of a permanent, you control the trigger, then the ability triggers additional time. Really cool. Exit Charm, and then a Skeleton Archer, and it's a Spore and a Vampire. I think I'm going to... If we see any new tokens, I'll show you, but as of right now, the tokens we've already seen. Alright. Still looking and hoping we get a really, really good Mythic. We got Stormfleet Pyromancer. Augur Spree. Rampant Growth. Well, that's actually really interesting art for Rampant Growth there. Shadowborn Apostle. Forbidden Alchemy. Relief Captain. Agony Warp. Kassamine Transmutation. Our first uncommon. Go for the throat. We got Extract from Darkness. Our last uncommon. Intrusion of whatever that last word is. Our first rare is Grave Crawler. Grave Crawler can't block. You may cast Grave Crawler from your graveyard as long as you control a zombie. Really neat. So it's always there if they be sacrificial. And then we have Glimpse of the Unthinkable. We got Grapple with the Past. Ooh, we got a Simic Chamber as foil. This one did come with something new. We got ourselves a Fairy. And the Spirit on the other side. Cool to see Simic Chamber as a foil. I may not always be into shiny cardboard, but sometimes I'm into shiny cardboard, especially if you can, you know, bling out the deck a little bit. I'd rather have shiny borderless cardboard, but you know, sometimes you just can't get lucky on that. I like a shiny mythic borderless, you know, cardboard, but hey, sometimes you'll never get that lucky. I gotta say for sure. Experiment 1. We got pirates, pillage, the pillaging pirates. Pirates are going to go pillage. We got Call to the Feast, this Noid, Squire, Seeker Squire. Wow, this is, I think, the first time we've seen the normal art of this thing. Knightly Valor, a Traveler's Amulet. Whoa! Okay, another borderless land, the Mere Aqueduct. Okay, I do like these borderless. If these were borderless foil, yeah. So anyways, we're in our uncommons now. We got Ōzahow Pontiff. However the heck you say half those words. Breakthrough. We got our first rare being Telerad Sky Summoner. Our second rare is City of Brass. Whenever a City of Brass becomes tapped, it deals 1 damage to you. Add 1 of any color. Okay, so we got Bloodflow Connoisseur, and then Titan, and then of course we got a new one. We got Phyrexian Golem, and then Elemental. All right. Moving along here. We've only gotten 1 mythic from this side of the box. That's a little sad. We got 3 in the first side of the box. Maybe all the mythics are hiding out in the last section of the box. That's probably it. As I struggle to open this pack. I did it. Yay. All right. We got Thrive, Korean Striker, Deep Analysis, Vampire Sovereign, Avian Initiate, the Valor, a Bar, a Mangler. Wall of Omen is our first uncommon. It is a defender. When wall on battlefield, draw a card. Livewire Lash. Our last uncommon is Myth Revealed. We got another rare here being Zur the Enchanter. We got another rare being Bloom Tender. For each color among permanents you control, add 1 mana of that color. We got Momentary Blink. And then, of course, Relief Person in our... We got another fairy, but we did get ourselves a monk. All right, last pack of this side. So let's see. Will it be good to us? Will we get at least 1 more mythic? Or will we be hoping to see some more mythics in the last section? We got a Web, an Emissary, Fireblade Artist, a Bugler, Unearth, Spell Pierce. I think that's Pierce. Yes, that is Pierce. Hyena Umbra. We got Disfigure. I think I've almost gotten every one of these lands. At least one copy of it. Golgari Rot Farm. Prophetic Bolt. Our last mythic is a River Hoppy. We got a rare here being, of course, Mudfiend Liege. And then we got Figure of Destiny. Holy crap, this has a whole chunk of text on it. Wow, yeah, man, it's got a whole chunk of text on it. We got this Snipe as a foil. The Web as a foil is really good. I may be putting that one in. And the token is nothing new. And yeah, that's it. That is it for this. All right, last section of the box. Only 4 mythics. Can we pull a desired mythic? even with that, I think the box was really good. Just really, really fun. We got this instant horse-looking spell, Titan's Strength, an Aristocrat, a Doomed Traveler, Severed Strands, Mana Leak, Spore Shaman, Winged Coital. Our first uncommon is a Skin Render. It looks like an alien, a Xenomorph. We got Bear's Companion. Our last one is, I already had this one, but this one's really cool. It's Spider Spawning. You like spawning spiders? Spiders, kids? We got our first rare, Restoration Angel. It's got Flash, Flying, and Restoration enter battlefield, exile a target non-angel creature you control, then return that card to the battlefield under your control. Well, it's not really great for Angel Tribal. Another one is Adjourn the Shifting Flame. It's a Sphinx Wizard. Then we got a Civil, and ooh, we got ourselves a Bring to Light in foil. Converge. Actually, no, this is the same Bring to Light. So this is the same card here. Bring the Light. Basically, Converge, search your library for a creature, instant, or sorcery card with mana value less than or equal to the number of colors of mana spent to cast this. So basically, it's already set to 2, and then whatever you spend for the remaining other 3 colors. Basically, if you only spend 2, you only can search for a mana value of 2 because you only spent 2 if you just spend the green and the blue. And then to cast a spell, exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. So basically, if you spend a lot, you get it. So that's kind of funny. I've gotten 2 versions of it now. And then we did get a crypt, but anyways, we did get this. So Planeswalkers, sometimes if you hit their max, will have little emblems. The emblems can never disappear. So Liliana's The Last Hope. At the beginning of your end step, create an X 2/2 black zombie creature tokens where X is 2 plus a number of zombies you control. Really cool. And on the other side is a black spirit token. All right. Again, I am hoping that we can see a couple more mythics here to round out. We got a Scab, this Elf, a Fall, a Sky Knight, a Splicer, the Ending, a Snipe, Last Breath, our first of our uncommons, Young Pyromancer. We got Heroic Reinforcements. We got, of course, our Banneret. We got ourselves, this is a good mythic. I think this one, like, original printing was very expensive, but this is a really good mythic. Oh, wow. I don't know. I think maybe it's higher borderless, but it's really cool to see this. I think I was looking at this at one time to even get. So it's Allosaurus Shepherd. This spell can't be countered. Green spells you control can't be countered. That's really, really good. Just for 1 green. And then 4 and 2 green. Until the end of turn, each elf creature you control has base power and toughness 5/5 and becomes a dinosaur in addition to these other types. So, a really cool mythic right there. I would still probably play it even in my spiders just because of the fact that all my green spells can't be countered. So, really, really good card. I'm glad. Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, wow, I apologize to everyone who oh, wow. Two mythics! Liliana's The Last Hope. And we just pulled, I think, in her last pack, her emblem. Oh, wow. It was meant to be, folks. It was meant to be. Oh, okay. Who cares about the other cards? Oh, wow. Well, Paige is going to be, some friends are going to be mad that I pulled that. And borderless too. Oh, wow. Whew, okay. Let's calm down here for a second. I apologize to all my earbud listeners. But yes, I went crazy. 2 really good mythics. I'm not going to lie. 2 really, really good mythics. Wow, one right after the other. Oh, wow. That is 6 mythics now. If that's all the mythics we're going to get, I'll go down with this being the mythics. We got the one and only, and I gotta show this off here at full camera. But yes, there is her full art. That is really cool. Liliana, the Last Hope. Legendary Planeswalker, Liliana. So for taking her up for 1, she's 3 colors, so 2 black, 1 colorless. You can target 1 target creature gets -2, -1 to your next turn. For minusing 2 of her little symbol that's down here, right there. Mill 2 cards, then you may return a creature card from your graveyard to your hand. And then, like I said, you get the emblem at 7. Ooh, wow, okay. Like I said, if nothing else in this box, these 2 mythics right here. I'm going to check out the price here. For the remaining cards, just so you know, Squire and Mana Leak were our things. And nothing new for our token. So let me check what the prices here are for these 2 cards currently. And this is as of this recording, this is the price of these 2 cards as of this recording. So Liliana, okay, so it's about a $20 card for her. Her foil is around 30. And then Aeosaurus Shepherd. Yeah, it's got a borderless as well. Yeah, it only ever its Jumpstart was the other time it came out, but yeah, $28 there. So $48, around $48 right here for these 2. So I won't be giving up this Liliana. I said I have a black commander, but woo, okay, that made the box for me. Sure, I'd still like Imperial Seal. I would still like Mana Split, but you know, the Mythics have actually been pretty cool. I won't lie about having 2 Mythics, a Spree, Tuskguard Captain, a Pyromancer, Seeker of the Way, Liliana's Elite, Jesky's Elder, Spark Mage Gambit, Ground Assault. Our first of our uncommons are Body Double. We got Terminate. That's actually really cool card art for Terminate there. Destroy target creature, it can't be regenerated. Basically, it can never come back. But that's really cool art for that. Psychic Symbiote. We got our first rare being Mind Wreck Liege. And then, of course, Dax Duplicate is our second rare. And then, of course, we have Pirate's Pillage. And then this Extract from the Darkness. And nothing else. Ooh, wow. I don't know if anything is going to compare to getting the Liliana from this. I don't know. We're going to have to see. We still got, I believe, 4 more packs after this. I'm pretty sure we've probably seen, as I now struggle to open the pack, probably every common now. The Pride Mage, a Spider, a Hero, a God, Strands, Capture, Glory, a Rider. Our first uncommon is this creepy looking alien, Flicker Wisp, the Witch. We got Travel Preparations. Our first rare is Guild Passage. Reveal the cards in your library. An opponent chooses from among them a creature card, a land card, and a non-creature non-land card. You put those chosen cards in your hand and shuffle. That's pretty neat. And Teferi's Protection, another one. But I have the borderless now, which is much better. Stride Perfection, a Thrive, and then Scale Blessing. And I'm pretty sure I actually think I don't have a Teferi's Protection in my white. So, you know what? I'm glad I have a Teferi's Protection. And borderless, too, for my white. Yeah, I think I'm actually processing in my Angel. My Angel Tribal isn't completely done, but I think I'm processing Teferi's Protection. So, yeah, I'll take Teferi. We got Dark Dweller Oracle, Call to Feast, Thrive, Living Lightning, Moment Blink, Blinkery, Supernatural Stamina, this Eel, Bloodwater. We got ourselves Azorius Channery for our first uncommon. We got Glory Skyle Bushino, however the heck you say that. We got the Smuggler Man. Our first rare is Planner Bridge. Pretty cool. Search your library for a permanent card and put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. For an 8, it makes sense. Ooh, another mythic. Nicol God Pharaoh. That's actually, Nicol is not a bad card here. You need to put him in practically probably dragons because he's blue, black, and red. But anyways, Nicol here. Well, let's take a look at that Nicol. Neat. I think I already have. I don't think I have the God Pharaoh Nicol. Took an opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Until the end of your turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. So really cool. So basically, you could just exile cards on the top of their deck until basically, if you wanted to play a weird mill deck that did blue, black, and red in mill, you could do that. For +1, each opponent exiles 2 cards from their hand. Really cool. -4, Nicol God Pharaoh deals 7 damage to target opponent, creature, and an opponent controls, or planeswalker and opponent controls. Really, the only way to kill planeswalkers because you can't actually attack them with guys. Exile for -2, exile each land non-land permanent your opponent controls. Yeah, really cool. That's a really cool mythic. I'll take that mythic too. I know for a fact we still have to get through the hollows here, so let's just quickly do that. I apologize. An artist. Hey, look, a snake. Nothing exciting. All right, that is 7 mythics now. I think that's the limit. Now, of course, one of my mythics is borderless. All that, but anyways, I think without a doubt, I like my box. I didn't, make my money back or anything like that, but I did get a lot of mythics I actually really like. So anyways, we got Pillaging Pirates, an artist, Rampant Growth, probably the neatest art of Rampant Growth. Promotions, a Thrall, Deranged, Assistant, a Chronicler, Blood Connoisseur, our first is Ellerin, Eternal Witness. Then we have Solitary Soothsayer. We got our Scales. Our first rare is it's a Leviathan. I'm not going to even try to say the first word. And then Grim Flayer. Our one, we got this. Ooh, of course, a land. Boros Garrison is hollowed out. Pretty neat. But yeah, we had the other one, just so you know, was the Wingstead Rider. All right, 2 packs left. Can we get a 1 mythic from these final packs and make it 8 mythics? Can we end on a really, really good mythic? We got a Swift Spear, Spree, Experiment 1, Knightly Valor, Seeker, a Stitchwing, Settle Beyond Reality, Traveler's Amulet, an Umbral Rites. Our first, I believe, Umbral Rites. No, okay, so Umbral Rites was an uncommon. Our second one is Cold Steel. It's Cold Steel, and then Scion of Darkness. We got ourselves a Jodah, the Archmage Eternal. Well, how about it? You asked for it, and it shall come true. We got Moldroth, the Gravetide. During each of your turns, you may play a land and cast a permanent spell of each permanent type from your graveyard. If a card with multiple permanent types, choose one as you play it. So, all right. Well, I asked for 8 mythics, Forbidden Alchemy, and Sidrax Spectre. I asked for 8 mythics, and hey, look. I guess the box was listening to me. 8 mythics. But hey, I will I'll take what I got. These are some pretty good mythics here. Now, I know there's some really, really better mythics and some really good rares too. So let's make this one really good. We got ourselves this Emissary. A Deep Analysis. Grapple with the past. this Anok Bondkin, Skeleton Archer, Spell Pierce, Agony Warp, a Boar. That's it for the commons. Let's take a look at the uncommons. Our first up, a borderless Bloodbraid Elf. Our second is a Blazing Hellhound. Our third is a Labyrinth Champion. That's our uncommons. Let's take a look at our token, a bear and a Eldred's creature. Bam, some spires. We got Vampire Sovereign and a Tuskguard as our mins, and we only get 2 rares, folks. 𝐒𝐿 Command and Greater Guardian. Alright, but that is it. So let's take one quick look at the mythics, the important cards. We got Moldroth the Gravite. We got Nicobolus, Liliana, borderless too. Alsaurus Shepherd. I definitely will be trying to maybe build elves. Elves. We got Elda, the Dusk Rose. We got Bitter Blossom. We got Condorant Crossroads. And of course we have Gov Guru of Spores. So of course I hope you enjoyed that opening of Double Masters. This is without a doubt a lot of good stuff because of the fact Double Masters reprints a lot of stuff that's in Commander. Reprinted a lot of really strong cards. Now, yes, a lot of the strong cards that you need, whether you're playing Commander or whether or not you play anything, Double Master is really good for just a lot of reprints. So I hope you all enjoyed. Tell me, did you get a Double Master box? What was your pull? Did you get anything? Are you going to get the specialty booster, the one with really good foils in it? I might. I'm not exactly sure just yet. If I do, I'm probably not going to open on stream. But, no, apologies. If I do, I'm probably not going to open it for a video. But let me know down in the comments down below. What do you think about Double Masters? Are you a Magic the Gathering player? Were you excited from this set and all that? And do make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell. And we'll see you here next time on P2 Plays.